Men's basketball captures its third straight A-10 title and lands a 5 seed in the NCAA tournament.
And the women's team looks forward to its 7th straight NCAA tournament appearance against James Madison.
This is what it's all about, baby. Sexy March Madness. I'm feeling good. Rudy, how you feeling?
I'm actually not doing too well. I think I have March Madness. Owlsports starts.
Maintenant! Welcome to this very special March Madness edition of Owl Sports. Alongside Rudy Mezzi, I'm Eric Plini, and we have got a show for you.
Yeah, we do. We have a studio full of owl spirit just waiting to give you the lowdown on all you need to know for the big dance. But first, let's see what the men's basketball team is up to, shall we? After a thrilling weekend in Atlantic City, what better way to enjoy it by sitting down and watching TV with 15 of your most athletic friends? Well, that's what fans were doing at the selection show in the Leah Center with the men's hoops team. Rob Sizowitz has more on the guys going dancing.
But it wasn't a nervous time, instead an exciting time for the Temple Owls, who secured themselves an automatic bid into the NCAA tournament with its Sunday win over Richmond in the Atlantic 10 championship game.
In Jacksonville, Florida, the number 5 seed, the Owls of Temple.
This is the 3rd year in a row the Owls didn't have to worry about whether or not they'd be in. The only 3 question marks: the who, the where, and the when. After their wait was over, the Owls found out they'll be playing number 12 Cornell in the first round of the NCAA tournament. This marks the best chance the Owls have of advancing past the first round since they went to the Elite Eight in 2001. But getting just a 5 seed from the selection committee came as a bit of a surprise to some members of the Cherry and White.
I was kind of mad, but man, that's the way it worked out. I thought we should have got a 3 seed, but better for us. We play Ivy League school, and they're a pretty good team.
Cornell finished this season at 27-4. The players feel as though their tough out-of-conference schedule, such as that win over Villanova, puts them in good position to compete in the big dance.
Having a strength of schedule, a high one, it really helps us, not only for the seed or for whatever happens today, but to prepare your team and to play tough games makes you better.
We've been in a lot of close situations this year. I think we know how to win games. When it comes down to it, a close game at the end, our defense steps up, and I think we know how to win games. So that's a big help for us.
In their last 2 trips to the tournament, Temple was the underdog, a team just happy to be dancing. This season, with the 5 seed, it's clear expectations are much different. Reporting from the Leah Center, I'm Robert Sizowitz, Owl Sports.
Thank you, Robert. The Owls will take flight to Jacksonville, Florida to take on the 12-seeded Cornell Big Red. Ooh, that Big Red freshness lasts right through you. The Owls, a 5 seed, will look to win their first NCAA tournament game since they made it to the Elite Eight in 2001. Cornell head coach Steve Donahue used to assist Coach Dunphy at Penn, so we'll see a little student versus teacher action there. Big Red will try to put a bear hug on Lavoy Allen, who's averaging a double-double this season. But hey, what's March without the brackets? And there they are, beautiful. If it's all chalk, we'll see Temple match up against Wisconsin, which would be a doozy of a game, assuming the Badgers can waffle the Wofford Terriers. But first things first, the Owls need to extend that current 10-game win streak to 11 if they want to live to see another day.
Before the Owls got that 5 seed everyone coveted so much, they only had to put together one of the best seasons in program history. The regular season championship gave them a 1 seed in the A-10 tournament, where they were poised to win 3 league championships in a row. Our own Joe Polinsky joins us now to recapture the historic weekend in the Atlantic City. Joe, they made fairly easy work of their first 2 opponents before getting tangled in a sticky Richmond spiderweb. What happened?
Thanks, Eric. Through passion, commitment, and teamwork, the Owls reached the Atlantic 10 Finals for the 3rd consecutive year. Facing them were the Spiders of Richmond University, who were seeking their first conference title in school history. It was do or die in the Atlantic 10 final for the third consecutive year as the Owls looked to win it all in Boardwalk Hall against their rivals from the South, the Richmond Spiders. In riding a 9-game winning streak, their longest since 2001, the Owls were all about one word: revenge, as they looked to pay the Spiders back from a 71-54 defeat earlier this season. The first half was a defensive battle, as both teams combined to shoot 23 of 52 from the field. In the second half, the Owls relied on free throw shooting, making 10 of 12 from the stripe. And in holding Richmond to their lowest point total of the season, the team knew adjustments had to be made.
We were more prepared to their matchup zone. Their defense is really tough, and if you don't know the way they play, it's really tough to attack.
Well, we were aware that, Gonzalez and Anderson are great players. They kind of beat us up a little bit, kind of did whatever they wanted to the first time we played them. We just wanted to come out here and compete more than we did when we played them there.
In winning the conference championship, the Owls value their success, but strive to move forward.
Hopefully, we're getting back on the map. People are starting to notice who we are again.
You'll sit back and say, okay, who are we as a program? How much better can we get? What have we accomplished? What have we achieved? How successful have these guys been together as a team? Whatever the components to that, let's try to keep them. Whatever difficulties, let's try to get rid of them.
Now with the win, the Owls become just the second team in A-10 history and first since Massachusetts in the mid-1990s to earn 3 consecutive conference titles. Now back to Eric in the studio.
There's no doubt the Owls have had a historical season, capturing the A-10 championship for the 3rd straight time. It's not a feat many can claim name to. Our own Josh Rotenberg shows us exactly how the Owls got to this point.
Owls of Temple are the Atlantic 10 champions in 2010.
The men's basketball team won 29 games this year, the most in a single season in school history. It's because of the team chemistry that they built that they were able to succeed.
We knew it was going to be tough. We knew there were people doubting us, and we just needed to stay together throughout this whole year. We did a great job of doing that.
The Owls know they've never been a team to score that many points, so they rely on getting stops first on the other end of the floor.
Our defense creates easier opportunities for us on offense, so we know that, we're aware of that, and we continue to buy into defense. We could definitely, make a run here.
In years past, the men typically got their scoring from one source, but this year, it's different.
Our team, you never know who nice going to be. It might be me, it might be LeVoy, Ryan, Brooks, or Marone, or Craig, or Mike. It's just, that's a whole part of the team.
The Owls have now won the A-10 tournament 3 years in a row for the first time in school history. They succeeded on the offensive and defensive side of the ball and look to continue their winning ways in the NCAA tournament.
I think this group understands the difficulty and the challenge, and hopefully they will meet it and surpass it.
For these guys, it's all new, but I've been here a couple of times, and my mind says win one game in the tournament and then win the one game after that, and hopefully everything will work out.
Reporting for Owlsports Update, I'm Josh Rotenberg.